And now that I've got the obligatory plugs out of the way, I'm gonna hit the start recording button. So this way finals can come out tonight for everyone that missed it. And then I will work forwards from rounds 1 through 6, because that is how numbers. We are on 45 minutes plus 5 overtime. The rest of the room is on 26 minutes of time left. We are on round 7. This is Tim Schmidt not up 2 games. Trying to be up 2 games versus Veemon. Fomasone. Nume versus Yellow Vaccine to finish things off. It's been a pretty fun, long day of Digimon. And both these players have done a fantastic job to make it this far. So good stuff to both of them, no matter who comes out on top. Obviously, this should be final round. In theory, it could be not final round if we have Veemon take this over Tim Schmidt. Killian Schwippert's already up 1 game. So we could have 2 601s. So we could have an 8th round. But in theory, this is the final question mark round. The Digimon Emperor nice and early to lock the Tumon in the back is pretty sick. So that's why we're doing just a little bit of memory calculation to figure out what the heck we can do in this situation. But looks like we're going to be going, just trying to go wide, which I don't hate. Nume X, the Tumon. I mean, you pay your tax early and you get the value. Again, though, seeing the boost plus Patamon, it's just so good. It really is just fantastic. Also, big thank you to Vera. I love when players who are on monocolor sleeves use a dice to show what their security count is. It's such a good practice to get into if you play in online events. You know, maybe you've seen this offline Digimon like, damn, this joint is so fun. How can I get in on that if I can't go to events? You want to play in webcam events and you play monocolor sleeves, please use dice to show how many security you have. It's so much more convenient. For me as a streamer, and for your opponent on the other side of a webcam. All right, we do have confirmation that the regionals and Ultimate Cup. Big up is Judge Jambo. Let me know. Yeah, we do have confirmation that we just played max rounds now, so the undefeated in round 6 actually genuinely didn't matter. I just don't know if round 7 into round 8 is guaranteed or not. But Rapidmon getting 1 suspend to kill the Tumon. Very clean, because now they can actually draw 1, and more importantly, they can get the memory back. If they've declared this correctly, they can go Patamon, go rapid suspend, shoot, and then you can gain the memory off the Patamon. It does look like they've missequenced it though, so unfortunately going to miss out on 1 memory there. But that is something you can do because it's like the order that you choose. You can do it that way. We are going to -1 though from security in order to -6 this Nume. We're thinking about it, but like there's not very many options to pick from. So Nume X floating into Nume X instead of Getemon is an interesting one. I guess the plan is to go straight into Monzai. Gonna see the promo Uko in the back. Ooh, okay, we're gonna go Etamon. You know what? Okay, now I kind of get why they would prioritize the Monzai X. It just gives them a little bit more security. Like, if this if this stack dies, then that's where you get the value. We're obviously gonna be minus. Wait, this doesn't even hit security, right? It's -3. How big is Angelmon? She ate. She's been eating her Wheaties. Well, either way. Okay, no, we're still at 5 security. Or he just hasn't changed the dice, in which case everything I said before is irrelevant. But yeah, no, that was -5 and a -3, so that should have just killed. Even with the Rapimon plus... No, it wasn't even the Rapimon with the +1. So yeah, should not hit security. Hopefully did not hit security. Ukomon. I mean, we're seeing so many white cards. Right. Well, I mean, I actually really love them putting the pressure on now. Gonna gain the sec +1 because the security card has been checked and there was nothing to pop. Double Rapidmon in security. So this would make a theoretical Patamon much harder to actually make value out of. So I really am a big fan of them actually just upping the ante and just getting the value down. Because value, like, the fewer security has, the harder it is for them to actually do anything. And we're going to go for the Chikurimon. Okay, so they did, yes, okay. They have now updated their dice. That means this Angelmon did hit security for no reason. It should have just died into the sun. But here's what it is. It is going well, though, actually. Not so much for him right now, but his day's been pretty solid as well. 6-0. Currently our only undefeated untied player. Gonna burn top card of security. Goodbye, Membus. And then recover 1. Which is then going to shoot Ukomon and is going to give sec +1 to Valkyriemon, although it is going to disappear at the end of the turn anyway. Back to regular. And it will give a little bit of extra value. But yeah, it's going to be pretty rough. She's at least back to 7, but it actually this is still pretty bad. We do have the table judge, I think, just explaining things. It's great to actually have the table judge for these things. Why did Angelmon die? Gang, am I missing something? Why did Angelmon die? Because Valkyrie Ace only pops. I mean, realistically, whilst I'm figuring this out, this is game on board. Yeah, that is a certified Nume moment. Valkyriemon Ace only pops 5Ks, right? Or does it pop 8? Have I just been living in a hellscape? Oh my gosh, it pops 8. Lamau! Yep, it does do that, doesn't it? It's -5 the board, and then it's -5 the board, then pop 8. Not... Yeah, I think it's Sylphie's pop 5, which is why I think of pop 5. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Angelmon, I mean, she really did just come down to specifically hate on that one Ukomon, and honestly, I can get behind that. Like, I know many people that absolutely would rugby tackle a Ukomon into oncoming traffic if it made taking an Ukomon out of the world. So I aspire to be that level. I aspire to be that level of hater. I consider myself a D1, like actual Division 1 Lugomon hater, but even I don't got that energy in me. But yeah, pretty quick game 1. It's almost entirely possible that this may end before regular time does for the other table. For our updates though, on round 7, Thomas Eberle has beaten Yannick Meyer, so he's pretty locked in for a Blitz Omni. It's possible that this will be 7 rounds because I think we had, look at the standing, 127. 127 people, which I think means that we're actually not at the cutoff for 8 rounds. I think it's 100. We think it's 128. If it's 128, then this is legit final round. But yeah, I appreciate that our judge does have both eyes on the game. Is respectable, actually. Big fan. Not taking a nap on the Pillowmon. So as a reminder, both these two playing for a match under the assumption that we are playing max rounds and Yoldus Erdem is about to come through with the craziest upset on table 2. They are down to the last 15 minutes and currently only game 1 has been logged. But honestly, games that fast is how Nume should go. I hate when that joint goes grindy because, like, how did we get here? Armour Vaccine legitimately can do the grind though, so like, if it's got to be like that, they've got the time to do it. But damn, they're gonna have to work for it. We basically didn't see. We didn't see a single Monze, did we? That was all slugs. They're claiming Ukamon. He gets to come to the slug cookout. And then it was like one Elvis impersonator that does like a part-time job at the aviary. Yeah, so that was actual teddy bearless like Nume beatdown. From the judge manual, we are looking at 7 rounds. So yeah, we are deadass 1 participant away from being 7. If you were participant 128 and you was like, ah, bro, can't be bothered, this is your fault. But if we were just on 127 and all 127 showed up, W. I love when people sign up to events and actually show up to events. Great for the scene. It's great for you. Why would you not want to play offline Digimon? All right. El Clásico Open Air. Patamon plus TK. As much as Tim's openings with Patamon plus Memboost have been brilliant, damn, old reliable do be actually insanely nice like that. Gonna hatch and we are gonna get 5th egg. Onto the Toko. And here comes Anukamon. Might as well try and get one down whilst you can before KnTElixar from My Chemical Romance does show up on board. I think they're just trying to figure out how low they can pass them before Patamon prints 15 memory, which respectable. Thank you to everyone that has been following as well through the stream on YouTube and Twitch has been crazy. Can't shout out everyone, but I can shout out everyone. Just know that I specifically am happy to see you in stream and in the YouTube world for all the comments. Well, going into this, who did you think you were going to win? All right, in we go with the Rapidmon. The surprise of no one. I actually really like that Tim puts his like hand like in Narnia to make sure there's absolutely no confusion between his hand and his security. Really, really funny. Like some players just put it like face down by their deck, but like you never know when like a moment of just like early onset dementia is going to suddenly cause you to not know what you were looking at. And putting your hand like actually off the playmat is a great way to make sure there's absolutely no shot that either of you mess it up. Maybe don't do it in webcam events though. You might actually get shot. Gonna shrink off of this Gaogamon as we do swing in. I really like this Rapamon because it's just going to be an absolute beater into security. A new EX joining the Gaogamon in the trash. Are we just going to see the Magnamon? We've got 3 memory, so we could have been able to do the beat down, but it looks like we're going to be putting them over to 1 memory, which, I mean, Memchoke, good. Pillowmon, also good. Actually does kind of dog walk this matchup, but obviously, as we've seen, the Etamon can taunt and kill it, but then you're losing your taunt because you're just getting the kill. And your Monze is basically your kill spell to deal with exactly Pillowmon. Thing is, because A6 exists, this Ukamon can't even swing. And it looks like we're missing another rookie. From the fact that we didn't... Okay, never mind. Some people really do just be thinking about making the 2nd rookie in raising. I don't get it, personally, but... Maybe it's like, because you're only, you know, like, theoretically, if you're trying to play around slow playing, you're supposed to take like a set number of actions per like seconds. I think they were thinking more about the play that was coming after the rookie. We are going to load up the Nume X this time, which is going to -3 and sec -1 the rapid, which actually is really important. The sec -1 more important than the actual -3, because we both know that this Numemon is not going to see tomorrow if this Rapidmon goes sideways again. But more importantly, if you're going to have to pass them 3 anyway, passing 4 doesn't feel that bad. See the Patamon built up in the back. I mean, we're going to see some serious searching on the Yuko. I obviously would love to see some sort of draw power that gets you a Digimon Emperor, but he's not name searchable. I mean, this deck wouldn't be name searching it anyway. It's the yellow variant. I actually just don't know if there's any. Well, there he is. It is not just a phase for Digimon Emperor. He is eternal. We are going to be going zero security into security. So basically, again, waking up early just to hate on Ukomon. I respect that greatly. Every time we think that he's done hating on Ukomon, he wakes up and goes, I still got one more in me. I'm going to play the Pillowmon, which I think is totally reasonable. Again, forces the strength to be now targeted elsewhere instead of on the Rapidmon. Also, by swinging, yes, you're playing into an ace. Like, you did risk, like, your whole stack for killing an Ukomon. Although I guess you wouldn't be, because you'd only be -5 and then you wouldn't actually hit security. So, like, thinking about it, I guess it wouldn't have been that bad. Moving out of raising, we are, of course, going to get to add a Digimon. Right. Platinum and the X antibody to the bottom of the deck. We are going to, of course, lose the 2 memory. This is not the promo one. That's the promo one. So that'll help out a little bit. And a reminder, we're on a mem setter here. Zero cost Evo. And more importantly, now that we have 2 bodies, just got to play anything, and that Pillowmon is being put in the incinerator. Although they actually do have to find... They do actually have to play a rookie off of this effect. So I think I saw an Ukomon. That would fulfill the requirement. Oh, never mind. They can't play by effects. Lamau, Pillowmon. So they actually are going to have to spend 3 memory specifically to kill exactly this Pillowmon. So W, actually. We are out here hating on 1 rookie and 1 rookie only. Pillowmon, never mind. Both of them have decided specifically level 3s, cringe. Get rid of them. Kill, gone. Wait a minute. Trolling. It's -2 per... So it's just 1k. Why would you... I mean, to be fair, if the Monze X makes it back to him, then the Monze X just kills the Rapid next turn. But I would have thought that the priority would have been killing the Rapid. Just looking at the timers on the round, we're on 24 minutes for us, but the rest of the room is on 6 minutes 30. One of the terriermon players has managed to claw it back 2-0. So, you know, maybe there's hope. Maybe there's hope. Maybe that's cope. But right now, it seems like our bunny's representation is unfortunately going to be only in the level 4s. Because I don't think Tim is on. Yeah, I think, yeah, Tim is specifically looking at Magnamon. Speaking of Magnamon, awakening into the Magnamon X. When you have this much memory, you can probably feel pretty good about this, and that's kind of why I said I would have preferred to see the kill onto Rapid. Because yes, Patamon is just going to turn into another Rapid, but like this at least makes it so they have to go up the chain. I guess, so there's like two lines of thought. Like if you go after the Rapid, you make it so they have to go up the Rapid in order to then awakening and do this whole play. And then the Pillarmon is left on board, and because they will keep turn, a Heaven's Judgment just wins you the game on the, like, actually loses you the game on the spot. Because Magnamon would be 3 colors, which in itself is 4 instances of -6, but the Monzays are both 7, so you'd actually have to double tap. So the Ukamon would live, but like, what's an Ukamon doing for you? And the Pillarmon would block the float on the Monzay X. But going after the Pillarmon and leaving it to do this means that yes, you would get the float, but your whole board could still get cooked by, like, actually super turbo cooked by Heaven's Judgment anyway. And only one of those things is floating, which I guess is arguably better than 0. But we've already seen the -6 being applied to the main stack. We're trying to get rid of that Monzay X, which is absolutely reasonable. In comes the Valk, and there goes the whole board. Yep, this is the whole board. So, in doing it this way, they were able to make 2 level 6s. They were able to make 2 level 6s because they didn't have to go Magna over their Rapid. They just were able to go into Valkyrie. Yeah, I think they're just double checking what is a legal float target for the new X. Did we wait? We just not float? Why can we not? Why are we? There's a new X in there. Why are we not floating? Gang, it's been a long day. Am I just being a peg? Yeah, you can play 1 Digimon card with Numemon. Crash. Why are we? Oh, it would just float and die straight away. Lamau. Yeah. You know what? I maintain that you should have just left the Pillarmon. In this particular instance, should have shot. Should have just left the Pillarmon and killed the Rapid. Because right now, this puts you pretty far behind. Tim does not lose these. From this position, a protected Magna and the ability to loop protections every single turn. Man like Tim actually locks these in daily. Well, we're going to hatch and gain 1 and then lose 2. Honestly, I just don't know how you come back into this one. Obviously, Monzay X is a great start. Again, with no Pillarmon on board, it allows you to actually develop in the second turn, which means we get to play Getamon, which does mean you get to sec -1 the Valk, maybe? Okay, with the Magna, it makes it so that the Magna doesn't check security. You still got the Ukamon to soak up 1 with the Magna X, which is pretty important. We still have blocker as well. So like you could sack this stack. You could sack this stack in. It is -6. I don't know how from -6 actually goes. Because Magna is a big boy. Very, very big boy. All right, Heaven's Judgment. Yeah, that'll do it. So white, yellow, black is 4 instances. So triple And then it kills because the magnet is currently 6k. Magnet is currently 6k. Did we spend all 4 shots? Fellas, I am actually like boomed on the ability to do basic mathematics. I was minus 24k. Was the magnet immune? It didn't actually hit security. Or did it digivolve last turn? Because I know we're stacking. I know we were stacking lingering stuff on it. Yeah, okay. We're stacking lingering stuff on it, so I wasn't sure if that was to set up for the next turn, which is then now going to put the... It is sec -1, it's -6. Okay. So we've cleared the other body. So now we actually have no way outside of just slamming TK for 3. We have no way of getting protection outside of slamming TK for 3 and then gaining back 3 memory, or slamming TK for 4 and then gaining back 2 memory. It's not looking great. But you could also just Angelwomon Ace for 4. I burn another Mem Boost, recover 1, kill the Mons, well, put the Monze on Death's Door at 2k. And then back comes the memory. So we are chilling. Real shame. I guess you still would have been even. Even if it was, instead of Chikurimon, it was the Jumon, you'd still be at 0 thanks to it not being able to block the TK from going sideways. Whoa. Okay, ruin mode. Full board clear. Gang? Could do the maths on that one. That one, yes sir. That one I got. That is a crazy investment, but the value was clean. I cannot hate that in the slightest. Genuinely fantastic. Again, yeah, he's yellow, so you could do it. I think we go to game 3, right? As a reminder, I didn't have it on this scene. Also that name in Nani. So my bad. You don't know I was all the way over there. You've got 16 minutes. You're almost definitely not going to a tie or anything like that. You know that you can win in super quick fashion. I just wonder if you even bother playing this out. Not all of your techs have been shown. I mean, Nume is a toolbox, so the less they know about your toolbox, the better. So I would just wonder if you, just scoop it up. I've called for scoops on certainly earlier times than some other things, but yeah, choosing not to promote. But that's the thing. We're sitting on... Valk does go crazy here, though. Burn the top card of security to hand. That was a tamer. And then Angelwomon is going to see that we are at 3 or fewer and recover 1. Then we're going to get a free Hammer Spark out of our TK. And we're going to draw 1 off Toko. TK I meant Patamon, but now TK for realsies. I also like that Tim has not always been using the Digimon Emperor to draw. Like, some players will just mindlessly draw every opportunity they get, but in a situation like this where you're grinding, you do not want deck out to be a sudden lose condition. All right, we're going to go down to 3 security. We are going to see a Nume X. We are going to send several cards from the field to the trash, and we are going to prevent Nume from promoting for another turn. Recovery +1, and a brand new egg because we do have Tamer. Down comes the Patamon. And like I said, like Tim really does not lose these. He's so good at like staying exactly ahead whenever gets the opportunity. We are actually going to play a little bit of aggro here, which I do like. There's very few things that could really pop out of security that would actually have an effect, especially right now whilst they're under 5k ruin blanket. Even if like a, you know, God forbid a memory setter showed up, it doesn't matter because they are still forced to stay in raising. Oh, down comes the boost, and there comes the magnet. So we do not have the memory. It's going to be a one shot. It's going to be one game action before we effectively play for near guaranteed lethal. There's just nothing you can do except that. That'll do it. Not that expensive a Death X. And if you were only going to get one game action, I would consider that one of the better ones. Obviously, very unfortunate that Tim's not on, it wasn't on like a level 4 for that ace. Instead, it was just slammed. So it looks like they're willing to grind this one out because they're like actually really not drawing that much. I will say that if they rapid into security and it lives, the game is over. Because that is awakening. That is a awakening, unsuspended magna, swing, unsuspend, swing, game's over. Like just like straight up, it's bye. But that's if they swing. All right. Well, okay. So yeah, like I said, that's if they swing. If they didn't have another rapid, then obviously it would have been a little bit memory expensive. I mean, they had the boost. They actually could have just guaranteed it. If they had a second rapid, they could have guaranteed lethal. But I mean, you can't argue really with the safe picks. They're always great. There's no real reason to just not, like, you can still just lock out the game. As a reminder, DeathX deletes based on play cost, so they will need to put a 3 play cost down. We're going to hit a Valk. We're going to swing the last. So, I mean, if there's a Valk case, again, that was another way they could have secured lethal. Yeah, Heavens would have been pretty bad. Like, actually full reset. Speaking of Heavens, Smite the Heathen, goodbye, DeathX. However, we do actually get to play the game. So we're going to promote because it's do or die. Going to gain 1 off of the Louis Owada, and that is going to be gaining us 1, and then we lose off of Kenjamin. So 2 memory and a dream. That is a protoform into a Monze X, in theory. Yeah. Or protoform into a Nume X. I guess just to make sure you float. Why would... Oh, we were on 3? Okay. It looked like 2 from here. I still don't really understand why you would do the protoform on the Nume X and not on the Monze X. Like, that is more memory efficient. Because you're playing under a memory setter, so you want to squeeze out every bit of memory that you can. But yeah, they have played this out way longer than they needed to. This probably should have been a scoop. They know, like, the difference between a good and a great player is knowing when to save your mental stamina and just go next. But that's pretty sick. Big fan of that. However, again, if they just... No, they can't activate the Wind Digivolves. So they actually can't become unaffected here. This Venusmon, crazy. We are playing for alternate win condition. Be 1-0 up when time is called. Speaking of, time is long gone for everyone else. We did get actually a draw on table 2. Which means guaranteed final round no matter what, because round 7, 127 people would be the final round. And then if we had to play for a weird undefeated tiebreaker, Yoldes Erdem has done the true, I said it last round, but the 2 pair down classic. And they have killed the chances of first place for their pair down. You love to see it. All right, let's get back into the 16x9. I'm not trying to look at our ruin mode on the side. We are, however, looking to look at a Megalo spot. Does cost -1 because we do have a yellow tamer. So instead of being 5, it does cost 4. And down comes the Valk. So Valk getting it. What? We're under what? Okay, Gag. Now I know I'm not tripping. What? The when Digivolving wouldn't go off. We're under Venus. Like, you would have had to hard play that, right? Like, I swear I'm not losing my, like, I'm actually, like, not crazy here this time. This one actually was a misplay for game. Oh, thank goodness he caught it. It's a when Digivolving. Judge, how did you mess that up? Your hands were on screen. They had to channel their inner GAO ref. For the one time. They put the shades on and everything. Yeah, like, this is resolved game state. Like, at least it's fixable. Because, like, no draws or anything have been had. But, yeah, like, well, outside of, obviously, the draw for Digivolve. Like, that's actually game-warpingly bad. Because... surely there's still no way they come back from this, right? They would have to be dropping gaogamon every single turn. It would have to be gaogamon, pitch a thing to sec -1 the magma. Again. And then after they sec -1 the magna again, they would again have to shoot the thingy ace. I think we're just making sure that the memory is done. Wasn't he under DP minus locking out the Yuko? No, he wasn't under DP minus because they were under Venus. They were under Venus and they tried to digivolve, they digivolved into Valk instead of playing it. So it's a when digivolving effect, so it can't actually be activated. Whereas if it was dropped, like if they just like slam that thing, then if they slammed it, then we're good. But I think we're just trying to find out. I love when players put cards face down. Yeah, they actually have to dig exactly for gaogamon. And then after that, they have to evolve over it. So that way, every time it swings, it can sec -1 every single turn. Because that is a non-conditional sec minus. You know what? You could also just -3k sec -1. This doesn't matter. No, it does matter because you turn off the when digivolvings. Yep, this does matter. So even though... Wait, are we... Oh, wait, he swung. Is that a declared start of main? Is that a declared start of... I don't know, Chief. If I'm the Nume player, I would have been like, well... Yeah, because they put Nume X under rather than a blocker source, which was really interesting. Oh, I think what are they trying to fix? Yeah, that would just kill it. And now we get the float. What is happening? Yeah, I wouldn't have allowed him to promote here. Yeah, like, I'm sorry, like, you turned your thing sideways and you said, yeah, run them hands. Valk Pop is gonna... Oh, and now we get the gaogamon. Lamau. Griefed. Incredible. And now the Valk Pop... No sec +1. So now you... Sec minus... You sec minus the... Valk? Wait! No, that's griefing. No, because you just... Did he not have another Nume? Oh, did he run out of slugs? Oh, I think he ran out of slugs. That actually was such a super ultra loss. Like, that was the throw. That was actually the throw of like a lifetime in that exact situation. Because how that could have happened is... Like, ignoring the fact that he probably should not have been able to promote because he absolutely declared the swing. You push out, the Valk pops, the... so you've obviously gotten your sec minus. The Valk pops the gaogamon. And sec minus one's the... sec minus one's the Valk. So it can no longer win, the game. Magnamon can no longer win the game. By evoing the Salah... for no reason except maybe to play around Valk Ace, you shrink the gaogamon, and that thing is on play on deletion. On deletion, sec -1 if you pitch a Nume. If he had the Nume in hand, he literally just sec minuses the gold Veemon, and you threw the game from orbit. Like, actually just sent it to the International Space Station. I do not want this playmat. Like, that is like... That was either keeping track of every single Nume that was in the game, or both of these players are cooked after 7 rounds. I'm willing to believe the latter, because ain't nobody paying attention to how many slugs have been in play. He wasn't even that far in the deck. But that could have gone catastrophically bad. Like, actually catastrophically bad for Tim. But as a wise man once said, if it hit though, and it did hit, so we're going to game 3. Okay, we're going to game 3, 1.5 minutes left, and we have successfully made absolutely no progress on figuring out how an undefeated works. However, on points, if Veemon does not manage to Nume his way to a... Okay, well, we account for overtime. 6-minute win. Tim should still win. Again, ignoring the fact that Tim was really adding a bunch of interesting lose conditions to his game. Vera probably should have scooped like 10 minutes ago. Like, if he loses this because he loses on points, because, you know, they're both undefeated, table 2 drew, like, yeah. If it comes down to that, he can look back at this VOD and know that he should have scooped 10 minutes ago. Because then we can actually play a game 3. Right now, though, very early start. No rookie. Pretty big. If you're Nume and you got to go first, and technically second, because let's be real, if Nume goes first and chokes you to 1, they went first and second, and you went third. This crazy. This suddenly a win condition has manifested itself, and it's kill. It is just kill. We are now in turn 0 of overtime according to my timer, which is 18 minutes behind the room timer based on deck checks. So I think this is turn 0. We are admittedly on not a lot of memory. Bro, if he was stalling for time and just like you're gonna low roll in the final game because you're unsure about your actual win condition here, then Vera actually is a generational player and the greatest player to have ever done it, ever. But, you know, under the assumption that maybe was just so locked in and forgot that, you know, scooping was a very viable option. The thing is as well, because it's Swiss, they might not do infinite time. And you know what, to be fair, aces are in the game. Tim is not trying to win. He is trying to not lose, which is very important. Yeah, I mean, I think he's now, I think he's now realized the error of his ways in game 2. Because that, assuming Vera was turn 0, this is turn 2, which actually means this is his last turn. Which, you know, it's actually really funny that we're going for a taunt play. Because both of them are playing to not lose, even though one of them absolutely wins if they don't lose. Staying in the back because it's funny. There comes Valcase. So -5. Attempt to pop Uko, which pops the Uko first. And then the Valk pops the Valk. So we overflow 4. No, there's no way they do last secure. I mean, well, even if they do, that's still in Tim's favor. If Tim passed turn here, because 0, 1, 2, 3, he would be final turn. Like we're playing non-real Digimon. I think that, okay, I guess we're getting an extra turn. So maybe we're playing 5 turns of overtime. I have no idea what's going on, but I am loving Shadow Wizard money, gang. We are casting spells, bro. Swing, hits in, hits mem boost. So we get 2 checks, 2 bodies on board. Oh my gosh, does he just win this? Bro, I don't know, but I do not know. I do not care. I am having a great time. We are watching people fight stuck in the mud. Oh, no way. We're ruin moding in an overtime. This is the craziest. You know what? Vera's a generational player, bro. Generational player. There it is. We're going to dap it up. So despite that, I think that is a draw, which means Tim, for realsy, I think is actually your Hannover Digimon Regional champion. Because I believe that is getting ruled as a draw, which means now at the end, now at the end of the draw, we have 2 502s and a 601, which means at the end of 7 rounds, because we are 127 entrants, we are one player short of 8 rounds. Meaning, with all the ties put in together and looking at the points, it is 2 players on 17 and sitting on a grand total of 19 points is Tim Schmidt. So based on points after 7 rounds, we do have a clear untied winner. I legit thought that Veemon won as well, but who knows, bro? I might actually just be reinventing stuff. I'm not stopping recording because I don't know. I do not want to be like, hey, bro, congratulations to Tim, and it's just like, actually. I think they played 5 turns of OT. Yo, eagle eye on the floor. Tim won that, right? Like that. Oh, okay, bro. You made me think that I was muted for the entire final. Right. So they're minus 20 on the timer because they were deck checked before the final round. So we were 20 minutes behind. Yeah, if anyone on the floor, bro, anyone on the floor knows for sure that it was Tim that just won that. I'm pretty sure that's how the standings shape up. Because now that these have locked in, yeah, I think we just straight up, yeah, we have we're waiting on the final round to actually complete all matches, and then they need to lock in. But I am pretty confident we just locked in our winner. But it's one of those like locks where, you know, like it's like a bolt lock, but you lost the bolt, so it's just gonna be a Cheeto. According to the rules, more security wins. But like I said, that's a new rule set, and I only know for sure that I mean, yours wrapping it up. We are not playing another round. Yours wrapping it up. I'm gonna trust that unless he just really wants to go home. I think that okay, that was last round, and that is Tim Schmidt. Is that Tim Schmidt winning? That was a draw? I mean, okay, so on the pairings, it says that it was a draw. On the pairings, it says it was a draw. So I'm assuming that this is us done. Yeah, boy. That's us. We're done. That's the confirmation we need. We have our champion. Congratulations to Tim Schmidt for coming away with the very, very, very hard fought win. You know, if Vera had that game with 10 minutes extra to spare, maybe W. But it is gonna be Yellow Vaccine Armour coming away with the win. Bunch of new maze in top, and ooh. Okay, standings have now locked in. So our standings are as followed: 19 points Tim Schmidt on Yellow Vaccine Armour. We have Philip Decker, who finished at 18 points, tied with Thomas Ibelis. So that means we had a Imperial in top 3. Philip was on Mirage, I believe. So Mirage doing what it does best. Viranon going to be finishing at 4th. Killian Schwippert going to be finishing at 5th. So that is 2 new maze back to back. We have Duck Nugan on Yellow Vaccine. And I believe Yoldus was on the terriermon. I actually need to find it. But yeah, Yoldus Erdem on terriermon. So terriermon did top 8 this regional. There was a bunch of the normal decks that you expected to see. Actually, no Blue Magna in top, which was, I guess, kind of unfortunate for, you know, Blue Magna. But I mean, Yellow Magna showed up. But let's go rapido. The bunnies are so back, and they have managed to secure a Blitz Omni. Thank you to everyone that tuned in to the regional. Thank you to Yor for sorting out the camera and everything. It was sick. Yeah, I'm just really happy we got to watch some really sick Digimon. Thank you to noHEROES again for hosting the event, so that way we can do it. And thank you for letting them for actually letting us stream it. Thank you to everyone that followed, subscribed, all of the fun stuff. Everyone who hit like on the YouTube stream. If you liked listening to this guy ramble, I'm on all of the socials. Most people probably already know me on YouTube. If you don't, or if you're not already subscribed to me on YouTube, you should do so. Get us to 3K so I can make a stupid Discord. But yeah, that's going to be all from me this week. Next week, there I believe is an Ultimate Cup. I will not be casting it. Apparently, I'm not home. But yeah, this has been really, really fun. Again, big congratulations to everyone that took part. Congratulations to all of our top 16, our top 8, and I'm going to quickly take a look and see if anyone's even streaming this category. Because if they're streaming this category, we'll send a juicy raid over on Twitch. As a reminder, also follow Yor on Twitch as well. But we're going to actually send a raid over to man like Tessero, because that is another goat of the scene. So if you want to see just more Digimon action, we're gonna send it over to him because he deserves it. So big thank you to everyone that follows. Before you head off, definitely hit the follow button. Appreciate it massively. And yeah, we're gonna get this stream up and over. Send it over to Tessero so I can go consume food. Big thanks again to everyone that allows me to do what I do daily, and everyone that keeps pushing for me to be in more and more content. So yeah, see ya.